I was just thinking about it. It's the end of the workday. Physically, I'm together. I'm straight. Mentally, I'm kind of a little flushed a little bit, but nothing severe. And I was just thinking, how are we as people? How do we rebound after our long day of work? Do we go and have a drink? What does that look like for you? I'm just at this beautiful age of 50. I am very grateful, first off, that God is in my life and that He's working all the time to bring out what He has created within me, right? Even without me knowing, right? He's giving me strength. He's correcting me in the midst of what the situations that take place. He's preparing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we bouncing back from the day at hand, that work day? And sometimes it's a lot for people, like literally to the point where you have to go and drink yourself up underneath the table. I thank God that I don't have to do that. And if that is you, I just pray to God that He'll give you another outlet, that, His grace and mercy is still sufficient no matter where you are in your life. But that you seek Him first in the kingdom of God. And He said all things will be made possible unto those who believe in Him. So, this is not to be preachy or nothing, but just a word of encouragement that if your day went left and you feeling a certain type of way, and we know what type of way that is, right? Because we all have been there. Then, if we want change and we want a different, outlook and different results, then we got to do things different, y'all. Right? And what would be the problem with bringing it to God? He says that we all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Lord. That means everybody that's sinned. So no matter your sin, my sin, we all have sinned. And yet He's still merciful. He's still there to help you, but you got to call out. You got to seek help. And that's what I do, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I work with the elderly. I work with people, period. Hands on. Elderly, those that their minds are not there anymore, paralyzed. I work in healthcare. Let me just say that. And when I say, like, I would have never, ever imagined the state in which we all as human beings may end up, for some, right? I never could have imagined how that looked or what that was like until I started working there. I pray so much. I'm not gonna lie, I pray so much. I pray so much to keep my sanity, to keep my focus, to keep me directed on the path that God would have for me. Because you don't know what situation you're going to be placed in when you get older. Maybe not even being older, because it's younger people there that can't do for themselves. But you don't know what situation you're going to be in life. And what will that look like for you? Will you have help? Because a lot of times, man, the way these institutions are ran is unreal. And then the places are not fully staffed, and then you got people that come to work but don't want to work, and you got patients that are crying out for help, and you're not in a position where you can do what the nurse or the doctor can do, right? And so you reach out, and that still, it puts you in the mindset of, y'all, we got to do better as human beings as far as looking out for one another. And people understand this. If you're a person that you are not a very kind person, you are a person that don't consider other people, you're a person that people don't want to be around, this message is specifically for you. Because there are people that have always taken care of people, would have never imagined being in situations where even their loved ones had turned their backs on them. But just imagine a person that has been a very unkind individual in life, a person that people don't want to be around. You may not care now. Trust and believe. You may not care now. And the thing about it is, it's sad. It's so sad because you don't care now, but I hear it so much that people crying out, help me, help me, help me. Get your life together right now. Get you a relationship with God so God can heal you, so that He can restore you, so that you can ask for forgiveness for the things that you've done against other people. Because what we understand is, whatever you do to someone else will come back to you. And that's just reality. That ain't putting nothing on nobody. It's just reality. And we all have to be in a mindset of, if God is gracious enough to give us another day, to allow us to become older citizens in this world, we all gonna need help. But are you gonna be able to receive the help that you need? That's the question. Are you gonna have help? Or are you gonna be one of those people that are crying out for help and nobody is there for you? So I didn't come on here to make anybody feel bad, but the reality of it is I see it every day. It's disheartening, it's saddening, but it's reality. And we all need a reality check. That treat people in a way that's conducive for, not only just because that's the way you want to be treated, but treat people kindly, because you never know who you are dealing with. You never know. And you don't know what God is doing. You never know. But you treat people kind. Yeah, people are gonna lash out and people gonna do things. That's them. If it don't kill you, it won't break you. Okay? That's the way I look at it. We have to grow, y'all. We can't stay stagnant in our thinking and just always ready to pop off because somebody acts a certain type of way. We talking about being of service and helping one another. You think these people would have ever even imagined that they would be in a state where their loved ones put them somewhere else other than at home, and now other people are responsible for their well-being? That's something to think about, y'all. Time is ticking and it's moving fast. And we gotta do better. We gotta pray for this world, that God will hear from heaven on our behalf and do what's necessary for the people of this world and the circumstances. Y'all stay prayed up. Y'all keep those loved ones in prayer. Keep y'all loved ones in prayer. You stay in prayer. Even the people that try to rise up against you, right? On whatever level, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against you in judgment shall be condemned. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Okay? So if you think it, so is it. Okay? But y'all have the most beautiful and amazing, Friday. I just needed to hop on here for a reality check, y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay prayed up. And most of all, walk in love. I love y'all.